Well, each and every year, Hands On Atlanta kicks off another season of giving with their annual MLK Day of Service. Now, Kara recently spoke with CEO Jay Cranman and one of their longtime partners, CEO of SEI, Bill Gallagher, to learn more about their great work. Take a look.
All right, good morning to you both. I'm so happy to have an opportunity to talk to you. Jay, let me start with you. Talk about Hands On Atlanta and what you all do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having us. Hands On Atlanta has a vision to make Atlanta the most engaged and equitable community in the world. And we do that by helping individuals or Atlantans, be them individuals or small groups or large companies, turn their good intentions into actions. And we're able to because we have these partnerships in the Atlanta community with hundreds of nonprofits and school partners.
I love that because I think a lot of people want to help and they want to know, but they don't know what to do. So the fact that you're there that kind of can bridge that gap is really important. All right, Bill, let me ask you a question. Talk to us about SEI, how you got involved with Hands On Atlanta and what your, how that has taken fruition.
I met Jay probably 10 years ago now, Jay, or longer. And he connected me in through a group called Leadership Buckhead and got to know Jay really well. So when Jay became CEO of Hands On Atlanta and he asked if I was interested in participating in particularly the MLK Day of Service, we jumped on it. I know Jay to be a go-getter and anything that he's involved with, I was happy to jump in on.
All right, I love that, Bill. And you mentioned it, the MLK Day of Service. Jay, I'm going to let you talk about that and what Hands On Atlanta does for the annual MLK Day of Service. Talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that MLK Day of Service is, the most important day of service for our community. You know, Dr. King once said that anybody can serve or anybody can be great because anybody can serve. You just need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. And I think that we look to MLK Day as a way to really remind Atlantans for how they can show some grace and love for our community. We're really excited this year to be partnering with really 5 incredible organizations in Atlanta. It's Morehouse College, the King Center, the National Center for Civil and Human Rights, the Carter Center, and Points of Light, as well as about 40 other grassroots nonprofits. And together we've created about 100 ways for Atlantans to give back to the community over the course of about 2 weeks surrounding the King holiday, and really kind of move Atlanta that one step closer to Dr. King's vision of the beloved community.
And just echoing Dr. King's words, I think we should remind ourselves of those often and frequently, especially in these times. Bill, talk about SEI's involvement in this annual event and then some other events that you have enjoyed throughout the years with your involvement.
Yeah, so last year I brought my family out to one of the volunteer events. It was at the Truly Living Well Urban Farm there in downtown Atlanta, and man, it was cold. It was really cold, but met a lot of great people. We had, 20 or so consultants and their families out for that effort. And we were just doing maintenance around the farm and getting it ready for spring planting. We had another group that volunteered at a wildlife refuge, I think it was Blue Heron, and they equally had a rewarding experience. This year, obviously, looks a little different. We are participating. We've got one in-person event where we'll be at Piedmont Park doing some maintenance and cleanup, but then we also have a virtual letter writing party at the A.G. Rhodes Rehab Center on Monday, and that'll be facilitated over Zoom. And I think it'll be a great opportunity to get to know other people in the community and participate and give back. And then, of course, we've got the Sunday Supper event as well that Hands On Atlanta puts on, and that's on Sunday, January 17th. So looking forward to that as well.
I was to say, I know everything's been different this year, but still finding ways to give back. And I think people are being very, very creative in how they're doing that. So Jay, I want to give you the last word. Talk quickly about, people are watching right now and they want to get involved. Where can they go to get more information, and what event is coming up that we can get to next?
Absolutely. Well, first off, before I jump there, I just want to say thank you to Bill and thank you to SEI. They've created such a culture of service and volunteerism and important part of the community. None of this happens without our supporters and sponsors and those volunteers. But to your question, the number one thing that people can do, we've created a microsite, just a website where we are hosting all of the projects and information. It's mlkatl.org, so mlkatl.org. And there is where you could find any one of those hundreds of ways for Atlantans to give back during this King holiday.
All right. Thank you so much to both of you, gentlemen. Thank you for doing the work. Jay and Bill, take care. Happy New Year to you both.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Oh, and thank you to Hands On Atlanta for sponsoring that segment.